ಹಾಯ್ ಹಲೋ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ स्टूडेंट्स ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ कैसा चल रहा है तुम्हारा प्रिपरेशंस ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ PUC ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸೊ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಟುಡೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ one of the or some of the very important questions which will be asked for 2 marks in one shot. We'll finish it today with some of the very important examples for 2 marks. So without delaying, so watch the video till end. So we'll see one of the important example. Let us see. Find the value of tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sin inverse of 1 by 2. First, how to simplify this is first you need to simplify the inner bracket. So that is a rule of the mathematics. You need to simplify. This is your inner term. First, let us simplify that. So what it is? So tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sin inverse of 1 by 2. This is given. So let us simplify one by one. Tan inverse as it is, 2 cos as it is, and this 2 is also as it is. Now let us use the sin inverse of 1 by 2 from the trigonometric table. So 1 by 2 is nothing but for what value of sin it is? 30 degree. Yes. So this is your pi by 6. Sin inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 6. You need to remember the values. That's it. Now tan inverse as it is, 2 as it is, cos this becomes 2 1s are 2 3s are. So this will be like pi by 3. Isn't it? Pi by 3. So because you know the sin inverse of 1 by 2 is pi by 6 already. Need not to write one more time. Now tan inverse of 2 as it is. Now use the cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree is what? 1 by 2. You know it is. Cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. This 2 as it is here. Now 2 get cancels. It remains tan inverse of 1. Now what is the value of tan inverse of 1? For what value of tan it is 1? Yes, very good. It is pi by 4. This is your answer. Just a simple way. Just remember the formulas and substitute. Simplify the inner bracket and come to the outer bracket one by one. Isn't it easy? And my dear students, this problem was asked in model question paper 1 of this year. Or let us see one more example on this. Okay, welcome back my dear students. We'll see one more important example and this is asked in the model question paper 3. The previous one was model question paper 1 and let us see this kind of questions will be are asked quite commonly in the previous year exam question papers also. Let us see how to simplify this in easiest way. So easy hang solve madbeku annadu nodona banni. Let us see. First let us consider this cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6. So cos inverse as it is and this cos also as it is, and how to express 7 pi by 6 is very important because this is not a standard value. Standard values are only 0, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3 and pi by 2. These are the trigonometric table standard values and this is not among the standard value. We need to express in the form of standard. So how to express in the easiest way? Let us see. Okay, first what you do is pi by 6 is there, you just keep pi by 6 here compulsory. So this is a trick for every problem. If you have pi by 3, you keep it here pi by 3. The element may be anything, 7 pi by 3, 10 pi by 3, whatever it may be. Keep pi as it is, the denominator term as it is, and you take another pi here compulsory. Isn't it easy? Pi by 6 instance, take pi by 6 here and keep 1 pi here. Okay, 1 pi here. Now you take LCM here, 6 pi, 6 into pi, 6 pi. If you need 7 pi, you just take plus sign here. You can see here 6 pi plus 1 pi, 7 pi by 6, here it is 7 pi by 6. If you need 5 pi by 6 here, what we take here? Instead of plus, we will take it as minus sign. You can see here 6 pi minus 1 pi, 5 pi, 5 pi by 6, you will get 5 pi by 6. So if you get next value, you add it. If you get the previous value, you just subtract it. So this trick has to be used for all the problems apart from the standard values are given and we need to find the value. Okay, let us see. Now this becomes, we know that cos of 180 minus theta it is. So this is of the form cos function, pi value already you know, pi is 180 degree minus any other than value will be theta. Cos 180 minus theta. Cos 180 minus theta is in second quadrant. Second quadrant it is negative. So we'll write it as minus cos theta. Theta value here is pi by 6. What it becomes? Cos inverse of cos pi minus theta is nothing but what? Minus cos theta. Here theta is what? Pi by 6. Cos 180 minus theta. Cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. Minus cos theta value is pi by 6. Okay. Now let us use cos inverse of minus sign as it is. Cos pi by 6. What is cos pi by 6? Cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2 from the trigonometric table. You already know these things, right? Okay, let us see. One last step. Now, this is of the form cos inverse of minus theta it is. So, if you have a negative angle, you make it as a positive angle, then write its value. So, we don't have the value for the negative angle. So, ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? Cos inverse of root 3 by 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Cos inverse of 1 by 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. But cos inverse of minus 1 by 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ value ಇಲ್ಲ. There is no negative angle in the trigonometric table. We need to make it as a positive. What is the formula to be converted? So we know that cos inverse of minus theta is nothing but what? Pi minus cos inverse of theta. This formula to be used to convert negative angle into positive angle for cos function it is. So here theta is root 3 by 2 negative angle. What it becomes? So this implies pi minus cos inverse of root 3 by 2. Pi as it is, cos inverse of theta, theta is root 3 by 2. Now this implies pi minus cos inverse of root 3 by 2. For what value of root 3 by 2 it is? Yes, 30 degree. 30 in the sense pi by 6. Now take the LCM, 6 pi minus 1 pi. So it will be 5 pi by 6. Isn't it easy, my dear students? Whatever the value is given, you need to express in this procedure only by using the same procedure for any value. Okay, just look and read. Okay, my dear students, we'll see the third example on inverse trigonometric functions for 2 marks. So this is quite similar to the previous example. What he has asked, find the value of tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. So how to find this value is very important. Again, so this is not the standard angle which we see in the trigonometric table. Okay, we need to express it into the standard form as of the previous problem. So what we can write here is tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4 can be written as. So how can we express this? Tan inverse of tan as it is. So 3 pi by 4, what I said you, just write pi by 4 as it is, whatever the term given, and use pi here, compulsory. Okay, now take the LCM, accordingly use the sign. So what is LCM? 4 pi. If it is plus pi, then it will be 5. But what we need here? 3 pi. So we'll take it as minus sign. You can say 4 pi minus pi, 3 pi. 3 pi divided by 4. So that's it for us now. Isn't it? Isn't it? You take another bracket, right, so that it will be easy to solve. Isn't it, my dear students? 3 pi by 4 can be written as pi minus pi by 4 with the easiest way. Isn't it? Right. Now, tan inverse as it is, tan 180 minus theta. Tan 180 minus theta. Again 180 minus theta, second quadrant. In second quadrant, tan is negative. Only sine and cosec are positive. So it is minus tan theta. So what will write it as? Minus tan of theta is pi by 4. Isn't it? tan 180 minus theta. Theta is pi by 4. Minus tan theta minus tan theta. Now let us use minus as it is. Tan pi by 4 value is 1. Tan pi by 4 is 1. You know already this. Tan 45 degree 1. Now again you observe this as of the previous problem. What we have, tan inverse of negative angle. Again make it as a positive angle. Make it as a positive angle. How? We know that tan inverse of minus theta is equals to minus tan inverse of theta. When you are having cos inverse of negative angle, it was pi minus. When you have tan inverse of minus theta, it is simple minus tan inverse theta. You need to remember the formulas to simplify. That is very, very important, my dear students. So what this becomes now? Minus tan inverse of 1. Okay. Minus tan inverse of 1. So minus as it is, tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. This is your answer. The answer is minus pi by 4. Isn't it? Just observe the steps and try to simplify. Okay, my dear students, we'll see another kinds of problems. So ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಏನು ಓದಿದಿರಿ ನೀವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ when inverse and in trigonometry terms are given. Now let us see some of the prove that quantities. So these are all the formula forms or formula proofs only. How can we prove them? Okay, these are 3 to 4 examples. Let us simplify them also. Okay, let us see. Prove that sine inverse of 2x into root 1 minus x square is equals to 2 sine inverse of x. So this problem is asked in 2 ways. This problem is asked in 2 ways. Let us answer them in both the ways. Okay, let us see. So first you need the result in sine. This is the LHS and this is the RHS to be obtained. Okay, if the answer is required in sine inverse of x, simple substitution is take x equals to sine theta. That's it. Let us simplify. So let us take LHS is equals to sine inverse of 2x into root 1 minus x square. The first step is to put x equals to sine theta. This simplifies theta is equals to sine inverse of x. We will take this as equation number 1. Just transferring sine into LHS, it becomes sine inverse of x and theta is equals to the same I have written. We need this at the end. So what this equation becomes? This sine inverse as it is, 2 as it is, x is sine theta. Here it is. Sine theta into square root of 1 as it is minus x square it is. So x square becomes sine square theta. Isn't it? Okay. Let us close this way. Sine inverse of 2 sine theta as it is. So 1 minus sine square theta is nothing but what? Cos square theta by the trigonometric identity PUC first year. Do you remember this first identity? Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Okay, let us see. Now this square root get cancels because we are having only one term. The remaining terms are sine inverse of 2 sine theta into cos theta. Isn't it so simple? Yes, you can easily simplify if you remember the formulas and the steps at the beginning. That's it, isn't it? Okay. So what kind of formula it is? Everybody knows this. Yes. Can you tell me what formula it is? Yes. 2 sine theta into cos theta is sine 2 theta. Yes. Sine inverse of sine 2 theta because 2 sine theta into cos theta is nothing but what? Sine 2 theta formula. Now we have another formula. What it is? Sine inverse of sine theta can be written as only theta. Here you can observe sine inverse of sine 2 theta. Instead of theta, you have 2 theta. So your answer will be what? 2 theta by using this property. Isn't it? Right. Now, what I said at the end, we need one value. That is theta value. Theta is sine inverse of x. 2 as it is sine inverse of x. So this is your RHS. This is your RHS. Why we have substituted here in the sense, the question is given in the form of x and your answer supposed to be in the form of x only. We have used a theta for simplification purpose. When simplification is over, then resubstitute the value, isn't it? So this is LHS is equals to RHS. Isn't it so simple, my dear students? Yes. Just take the screenshot and observe each step. And we'll see one more example in a similar manner. Okay. Okay, let us say. And this question was asked in model question paper 2. This question was asked in model question paper 2. Okay. Okay, my dear students. The question was LHS remains the same and what we need to prove is equal to 2 cos inverse of x. Just everything is same, my dear students. The result is different. So in that case, what we do is, again, consider LHS, that is sine inverse of 2x into root 1 minus x square. Okay, you need result as cos inverse of x. So that's why put x equals to cos theta. That's it. Therefore, theta is equals to cos inverse of x. We need at the end. Already you know this, right? Okay. So now what this becomes? LHS is equals to sine inverse as it is 2x is cos theta. Square root of 1 minus x square is cos square theta. Isn't it? Okay. So now sine inverse of 2 cos theta square root of 1 minus cos square theta is nothing but what? Yes, sine square theta, from the first identity what we have discussed in the exactly previous example, right? So sine inverse of 2 cos theta, the square root and square get cancels. It remains sine theta. Now again 2 cos theta into sine theta or 2 sine theta into cos theta, same formula. That is which one? Yes, sine 2 theta. Exactly previous case. Yes. Now sine inverse of sine theta is nothing but what? Theta. So instead of theta you have 2 theta. Now use the theta value. Theta value is cos inverse of x because of equation number 1. And this is our RHS. If your result is cos inverse of x, take substitution as cos. Okay. And if your result is sine inverse of x, take the substitution as just the sine theta. Isn't it? Just look into it. Okay, my dear students, we have seen 2 previous examples. Let us see some more different example on trigonometric functions. Okay. Show that 3 sine inverse of x is equal to sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. So if you know the formulas, it is just a matter of formulas. If you know the formulas, you can play the problems like anything. So try to remember the trigonometric formula, that is first year trigonometric formulas, because those are going to help you in solving every problem of inverse trigonometric. Compulsorily, the table values as well as the trigonometric formula. Let us see. Now here, if you see this looks like a formula of one sine function. So if sine is there or sine inverse is outside, the inside the element should also be in the form of sine, because you know the formula, sine inverse of sine theta is equals to theta. Already sine inverse is there. Make this in the form of sine again. So now for this problem, let us take the RHS proving into LHS. Okay, let us take. So RHS is equals to what it is? Sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. Okay, so what we substitute here as sine inverse is there, you need sine here. So what we substitute in the simple way, already you're thinking the same thing. Put x equals to sine theta, isn't it? Let us see how it becomes. So sine inverse of 3x is 3 sine theta minus 4x cube is 4 sine cube theta. Wherever you have x, just substitute as sine theta. And now this is sine inverse as it is. So how this formula is looking like? This equation 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Yes, definitely this is the formula of sine 3 theta. In the previous example, we have seen the formula of sine 2 theta. That is 2 sine theta into cos theta. So this is exactly the sine 3 theta form. Okay. Now you can use the property sine inverse of sine theta is equals to what? Theta. What theta we have? This one. Sine inverse of sine theta is equals to theta. Instead of theta, you have 3 theta. Okay. Now theta value will be used from this. Theta is equals to sine inverse of x. That is 3 sine inverse of x from equation number 1. Isn't it LHS? 3 sine inverse of x. So from RHS, we have proven this to LHS. So just remember the formulas and practice once or twice. Definitely you're going to nail these. Okay, just look into it. Okay, my dear students. So this is also similar to the previous example exactly, but instead of he is asking sine, instead of he is asking cos. So you would have an idea if you have seen or the previous example has been solved. So instead of cos, say sine, he is asking the cos. So now let us see LHS is equals to cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. So you need the result in the form of cos. So in simple way, put x equals to cos theta. This implies theta is equals to cos inverse of x, equation number 1. Why we need to use cos theta again? You can see cos inverse is there, you need cos inside, because we need to use a property cos inverse of cos. What this becomes? Cos inverse as it is 4x cube in the sense 4 cos cube theta minus 3x in the sense 3 cos theta, because x is cos theta. Here it is, substitution. So cos inverse of this formula is cos 3 theta. Exactly cos 3 theta formula. How it was the sine 3 theta in the previous example. Now cos inverse of cos 3 theta is 3 theta, because theta is this one, because this is a formula. Theta is theta, 3 theta is 3 theta. Now use 3, theta is what? Because of equation 1. So is the RHS? Is it your RHS? Isn't it? Okay, my dear students, welcome back. So those who haven't still subscribed, like this and shared, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get the latest videos. Okay, let us see one last example and very important example and very easiest way. Let us see. Write square root of 1 minus cos x by 1 plus cos x in the simplest form. Okay, let us see. So how to find the simplest form in the sense, just you need to observe the function and you need to whether it is to be simplified by applying any formulas or by taking the LCMs. So here it is given that 1 minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x. Okay, so if you observe this, you have seen the formulas already in the previous classes, isn't it? Let us see. So 1 minus cos theta, because 1 minus cos theta is nothing but what? 2 cos square theta by 2, sorry 1 plus, and 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. Remember these formulas, half angle formulas. If it is plus, then it is cos square. If it is minus, then it is sin square. Exactly same functions are there. So minus is 2 sin square theta by 2 divided by 1 plus is 2 cos square theta by 2. You can cancel 2 with 2, and sin square root will be sin theta by 2. Cos square root will be again cos theta by 2. What we have left here is, it should be tan inverse it is. Yes. So this is tan inverse, the formula in the form of tan inverse. Okay. Let us rewrite this. Tan inverse was missing. Tan inverse of 1 minus is 2 sin square theta by 2. 1 plus is 2 cos square theta by 2. Okay. Now tan inverse of 2 cancels. Root sin square is only sin theta by 2. Root cos square is again cos theta by 2. So you know the formula of sin theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2 is tan, and the angle is theta by 2. So tan inverse of tan theta is theta. So instead of theta you have theta by 2. Tan inverse of tan theta is equals to theta, and that's it, your simplest form. Isn't it easy? Just remember these two formulas and substitute it. So the tan inverse was missing, just consider in the example again. Isn't it easy, my dear students? Are you following this? So please practice this. I think so ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದದ. ಸೊ ಆರಾಮ್ ಸರಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಚಲೋ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ಕೋರಿ. 100% 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ದೇ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ I'll give you one last example. I want you to solve and comment the answer. Find the value of sin inverse of sin 2 pi by 3. Solve this problem and comment your answer. Okay, so still whoever has not subscribed, please like, share and subscribe for the coming videos. See you in the next class with some more important topics.